Okay, we are on. I'm not even going to do that countdown. I don't care.
I don't think that you need
So we are
to.
live.
Okay.
So maybe you might want to wait a few seconds, see if people come in.
No, I don't care. I'm going to go ahead and go into it.
Okay.
Well, you can let me know when there are people in.
There's two people right now.
Okay. All right,
Bear with
guys.
me, guys. I'm
So
on my phone and I've never done a stream off my cell phone.
I
So
know there's a lot of problems going on with a lot of people's electronics, it seems. All right. If anybody in here, I'm using Angela's platform because I have no way to do anything on my computer. All of my information, possibly down to my social security number, has prohibited me from doing anything. So I sent a text out today because obviously people can't just pick up the phone, and when you're 42 and you have to get permission to do that, that seems to be an issue. So here's what I sent. I said, Clint, I know you text.
Jen, can you hear me? Jen, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
So anyhow, blah, 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 blah. So he's 42 years old, right? So you would think that a 42-year-old man would be able to pick up his phone and call somebody else, right? If he's in hiding, because he's not in hiding. It is now the 29th. I left on the 12th. How many days is that, Angela?
Oh, what day now? I'm sorry.
Okay, so we've got the 12th, the 22nd. Okay, so basically it's been over 2.5 weeks. I have not spoken to Clint. I've not seen Clint, not at all. But there are a lot of people in this community that seem to be. I don't care whether you guys like me. I don't care whether you like Angela. I don't care who you like. But you need to think of some things. How would you guys feel? How would you feel if your personal information, including recordings, that somebody will have to be subpoenaed because they saw them? One, they saw one. And she said, Sweaty, didn't you say that? You said that he walked down the hall, waved the camera in the room. You verified blankets and everything. You've verified whatever. You said it sounded horrifying. That's what you said, Sweaty. And I told you that I would need your full legal name in case I needed for you to speak to an officer, which you
Now,
agreed to.
Katrina, what does that mean? What's that supposed to mean? That we aren't?
This is why I
Oh,
told
you're
you
talking about
not to
Clint.
listen
Okay.
to these pea-brained
Hi, Jade.
idiots. They're idiots.
What? I hope that's a joke, John Wolf. That's illegal to
Anyway,
record
I'm not going to
people.
get derailed by any of them. I don't think that you guys understand what the law means. But a lot of you, some of you that have restraining orders, 3 to be exact, have no problems calling the cops or CPS. And as somebody once said, if the shoe fits, fucking wear it. I don't care that you guys don't like me. I really don't. Some of it I deserve, some of it I don't. My personal life, I've told too much of it. But here's the thing. When you go through a breakup with somebody and there are people on the internet that are involved and literally wrecking your life down to your computer being pretty much cleaned out, I think that that's disgusting. Thank you. Women abuse. Well, I don't know. This video that was described to me is pretty bad. And I know I did not give permission for that type of video while I was asleep. And I should not have to be online discussing this with any of you idiots. I should be discussing this with the person that I was with or his mother. This should not have been brought to the internet. You people are gross. So I'm going to tell you where the beginning of all of this started with me, and that was with you, Johnny Mac. So we're going to talk a little bit about you, sir, and what you've brought to this community, which is a whole bunch of bullshit. So I'm a horrible person, right? This is the kind of stuff that this kid posts, right? He's got 2 DV charges, and surely he would know that we live in a conservative state because he knows all the nursing regulations as Brooke goes in there and gets her ass handed to her unfairly. So here we go. This is the cool stuff that a guy that has no temper issues. Cup O rat bullshit GB exposure and so ungreat flow trigger. Is he 44? I just had to make sure. He's 44, right? Okay. Because this is some stuff that like some 14-year-old kids and new gen recordings. Isn't that weird? He put recordings, Angela. I wonder what recordings. New recordings.
Um,
New
yeah,
recordings
I'm
from
not
me.
sure, but you can't be doing that, guys. You need to be letting people
Oh,
know, like, you're
listen,
recording them. That's
let the
weird.
narrative go
That just
through.
goes to show that you're an untrustworthy person yourself. If you feel the need to record other people, you're weird. Okay,
Listen,
you're really
Angela,
weird.
don't listen to them. That's why I said before we went on, I just needed this
Hi,
platform
Sophie.
because my information was given out and my whole computer is scrapped. This is how YouTube is. When I pulled back, I pulled back. I didn't ask any of you guys to get into my stuff. Hi, Sophie. I heard you stuck up for me. I appreciate that. Thank you. See, I can be a fair person. I don't have to surround myself around hateful people and dox people like Angela Jade. She was doxxed. Why? Because she was friends with somebody? Because you guys got big mad? We're all adults here. Oh, it's absolutely, it's illegal.
Yeah, but Daisy, you don't know that either. We don't. Just like I don't
Oh, I
know that
never
either. She's just
insinuated that. See, just drop that person. I'm not going to talk to these idiots because they're what makes this YouTube even more dangerous because it is dangerous. When I'm recorded and somebody tells me that can testify exactly what was put on there, that's absolutely a crime. I never said that that was okay. I never asked for my personal information. No, it's not all in Clint's name, but see, this is the stuff right here that's going to be shown right here. It's because you can't. How would you guys know any of that? Because of Clint. And he has no right. That is my personal information. That StreamYard obviously had Clint's name on it, but the
Jen said
money,
something about Sweaty Betty knowing about this
yeah,
video.
she
I
did
know
know about
nothing
it.
about it, but
She called me. Yes, she did know about it. She called me and I wrote her full name down. She gave it to me because she knew that if I was going to have to go legal, that she would speak to the officer and that she would feel more comfortable giving her address.
Terry Lynn has it.
What video?
Jen Peach, which video? We're
Anyway,
talking
I
about
just want to finish this up because I get off track. So if somebody does have the video with what Sweaty said was on it, I would really appreciate it.
right there, Jen. That's the video that you were talking about.
Was I awake or
It shows
asleep? Sweaty said I was asleep. And this is all stuff that should have been between my ex-boyfriend and I. Oh, I'm sorry, ex-fiance, not fiance, whatever he's going around spouting. This never should have been brought to the internet. Clint has surrounded himself by the worst of the worst, people that have said horrible things about him. Cooch, you're 52 years old. You're 52. And you shouldn't have to clear yourself for making a phone call. What is your fascination with Sharp Entertainment? So you go after 90 Day and Love After Lockup. Hey, that's great. But you're also a bully. And if, well, I know you are. So Clint's hanging out with a 52-year-old woman who sounds like she gargles gravel. Yes, it was 10 seconds. Thank you. Yes, he left on the 12th. I've not spoken to him since. He is a grown man who illegally recorded me and has given my information because he's smart. He knows my social security number. I never gave him permission to do any of this. None of it. This is all something that should have been held between my family and his family, not you guys. No offense. So anyway, Johnny Mac, what's behind the B, aka Junkie, Jules the prostitute. Now this is the stuff that he's 44, right? A father of, I believe he said one, but it might be three. But oh, a picture.
Cooch, I don't know how to drop the link on my cell phone. I'm on my cell phone right now.
I'm not speaking to any of them. I'm on my phone and I don't want to look at their verbiage. Well, see, this is why I don't. What's behind
Just
the
don't even look
B?
at them.
Well, then don't bring it up, please.
All right, I won't.
Can we say triggered? And it's a picture of, I believe, Lauren's butt.
Jen
Junkies
Peach,
and
I would, but if
traffickers.
Jen doesn't want to talk to her, then I'm not going to do that.
No,
If
I
Jen
don't.
wants to speak, okay.
The only people I will speak to are the people that are involved with the breakup. And that's it. And I can't believe his mother has been, these people are the worst of the worst. They've said horrible things about Clint. I cannot believe this. So we've got junkies and traffickers and whores. Oh my. And this is somebody you guys follow. A crazy drug addict is stalking me. And it's a picture of me.
Hey, Muscles.
Taking back my power, sir.
That's
Maria's
my boo.
triggered. Jen is a rat druggie. And so blow beats women. He's 44, right? No anger issues.
Please start
Oh,
knocking people out that are being
here's the best
rude.
one, Johnny Mac. Alice goes live. Why would she even think about getting on a platform with a guy in a busted out car? That's a Toyota. That is a busted out car that was in me and Clint's apartment. I don't know about this car. You're a liar. I drive a red Sonic, and Clint and I have a Ford Focus. This piece of
Brittany,
shit.
that's because I haven't fixed all that yet, and I'm on my phone right now. I don't have all
Don't
those
pay
options right
attention
now.
to them, please.
Sorry.
They're part of the problem, Angela. Look at the rat drug addict and a picture of me again. New gen, like, bro, listen, I'm going to tell you something. Johnny Mac, you have 2 domestic violence charges, okay? And I don't care if they were 2 pillows or pillows filled with cement. The problem is we live in the same county. We do, don't we? And so that's 2 domestic violence charges. And you have the nerve to sit here and put this verbiage about me. You're 44 years old, sir. You have health issues, liver problems. You can't even get your gallbladder taken out. And all you do is sit on your butt, taking a coffee cup, swishing it back and forth with your hands. You don't even drink it. And you slam lighters and you talk a bunch of crap. So this is where Clint and his mom have been hanging out. Listen, I talked to this kid, Johnny Mac. I have all the texts. You only have what Clint screenshot. Would you like for me to read all of the texts? because I will. Angela's got them. Do you want me to read all of the texts? I've asked you, sir, multiple times to stop it. Michael has called you 3 times, a grown man calling another grown man who sits on his butt spatting crap on an unmonetized channel because you can't even get AdSense because your channel is registered to Bangladesh. See, you're the biggest problem, sir, because you are what led to where I am right now. And you know what? You've lived 10 minutes down the road from me, and thank God up until now, I've never met you. In my opinion, you're very triggersome, sir. I don't think that you talk to women any sort of way. You're very two-faced. You have
Hi,
told
down
me
neck.
so many
Sorry, I
times.
didn't see you.
You talk shit about Mr. Muscle all the way down to his bicep measurements. You talked about Sophie, stuff she sold. Hi, Mr. Muscle. You go after Maria. You have an excuse for everything. Yeah, I have 2 DVs, but what? It's not a minor charge. It'll stick on your record for the rest of your life as you sit there and talk about me because you don't like me. You seem to have a problem when it comes to women, sir. Lauren, now you rag on her, you ragged on me, you ragged on Sophie. I hope you don't do it again to Sophie, but like, when does this end? Because I believe you said 8 and then moved out with the last one. Is that correct? See, had you had just left me alone and not involved yourself in what was going on with Clint and I wouldn't be up here addressing you. And I think me talking is probably helping out a lot of women that you have been terrorizing all over the internet. Why do you care about a man's biceps and whether he wears a mask? Why don't you put on a mask? How about this? Why don't you get into some anger management classes yourself? Why don't you get into therapy? Why don't you take the proper medication? I mean, that's what I was told to do. That's what Clint was told to do. But see, that's our personal life. So what's going on here? Johnny Mac, Angela has every single one of the texts. And by the way, since you guys say everything is in Clint's name, this phone is not affiliated with Clint. It's not. The day that he left, he had just ordered board games, Boggle, Clue,
Hi,
and Yahtzee.
Nicholas.
Now, does that seem like a guy that is being trapped or anything? Because he had breakfast with my child when he would get off of work. And he's a very hard worker. So I'm sure some of you would know you're drinking his bathwater right now. But again, not your business. Every single one of you that have been friends with him have talked about him like a dog. You especially, Siwa Moon, Kelly. So here's what's going to happen. And if you guys have nothing to do with it, then you have nothing to worry about. Because I shouldn't have to go live about an ex who clearly has been talking about me. Clint, so you told Amzie that you were glad that she put up that C&D? And you told Amzie that I said that she was 300 pounds, and you told her that if she was sitting on John Wolf, that she would break? You use the F-bomb? When did you start talking like that, sir? It sounds like a lot of stuff that Johnny Mac would say. Oh, because when I stopped talking to Johnny Mac started hanging out with Clint. So the one thing that Johnny Mac kind of fessed up to and lied about was he did hang out with Clint more. Because I didn't hang out with the punk that much. He's a crybaby. He does stuff that he shouldn't do. Quit talking about your dirt weed, sir. Me and Clint saw it. You're not my man. You're not related to me. You're nobody. If you have a family, I would suggest go get in your own family business and stop going online terrorizing women or hanging out with somebody that you had no respect for because you were talking to me.
I said hi down neck earlier.
So Angela has the text. She knows where she can leave them and who she can give them to. I've spoken to that person.
I see you down neck, Team Muscle.
I don't play games like this, sir. So right around when Mr. Mack and I stopped speaking, the last phone conversation that we had, I was in the he was just getting out. He said that he had a bleeding ulcer or something like that, and he got a 30 script for Ativan. That's what you said. That's what is in the text. So I'm not making that up. Right, sir? So I think that when Clint suggestively came into my phone, not Clint's phone, Jen Bailey's
Hey,
phone.
Lee, it's because she doesn't have her own platform. She asked me to do
Angela,
this
why are you
because,
talking to any of those losers? Those
no, I'm
losers are
just
the ones
answering
that
the,
encourage this bully shit. And
I
what
was
they
just
do
answering
and
her
who they
question.
support, they're just as bad. I don't care what they have to say. They have nothing better to do. What do they have to offer? Are they taking care of their children when they're online for hours, bashing other people? My child's here. I never lost my child. I'm still at the townhouse where I've been since the 12th. As you guys keep spinning your narratives. Johnny Mac, here's what's going to happen with you, sir. And I've said this, and this is what's going to happen. So all of the people in Ohio that are affiliated, and the police officer told Michael, so you guys know, because you guys have taken it to a point where my minor daughter has been affected. And Clint, I don't understand why. Alice, I don't understand why. You wanted me and Clint to pull back from the internet. Now Clint's on the internet. Now you're talking to a 52-year-old woman who called a daycare. And Clint told Amzi, you know that? Clint texted Amzi and told Amzi that he had to ask his mother for permission to get up there on that panel for that interview. The iCloud is just a storage, so that can be pulled. Meaning, given enough whatever, then something gets issued and then the phone gets changed. And if the video, which it seems like somebody hasn't, and I never consented to that, that's an issue. Why you guys are
Hey,
sitting in
Jen,
here
don't
telling
you
me I
agree that
deserve
we
it.
should let Cooch up to answer to
I
the
have
questions
nothing
that
to
you
say to
have?
Cooch because I am filing a protection order on her tomorrow. And Clint also told Amzi
I'd
that
like to
this
hear
woman
her
was from
side.
Florida. Cooch, I'm not joking around. I've had enough with you. You are 52 years old. You should be a grandparent, not in everybody's business. You're disgusting. You're foul. And I don't want you anywhere near being able to speak about me ever again and anybody else affiliated. So you wouldn't be in here, honey. If you weren't in trouble, why would you want to come up here? If you're friends with his mom, call her. Whoever Clint's talking to, they got him pretty well controlled. He said that too. So why are you in here responding if you didn't do it? You gonna go call another daycare? Why would you need to clear something like that? Because you call daycares. You stalk John Yates. You're disgusting. You're 52. You're a nana. What gives you the right? You know that woman owns a daycare. That's why I know you don't care about hurting kids. His mother had a daycare, and you took it upon yourself to make a phone call. And that's who you're repping right now. I know that Colby's camera. Pretty sure I got all the
Mims
names and
wants to,
everything
hey,
for it.
listen, Jen, Mims wants to talk to you. Is that okay? She just wants to
I
talk to you
don't want to
about your
argue
account.
with them, so I'm not
She
arguing
does.
with anybody. This is not going to be their shit show. I want to say what I have to say and go down. So, Mims, if you want to talk, but if you come up here and you're like, oh, did you dox my, wait, Mims, I'm not doing the 15-year-old stuff anymore, okay? Like I've seen you in the chats when I do my coupos, and you haven't been mean.
Mims, I'm gonna send you the link again on your
And I don't
IG,
feel
okay?
like
Because I don't know
arguing
how
with
to
her,
drop it
dude.
in the
I've
chat.
argued with that woman enough. So if she wants to talk like an adult, I'm cool with that. But all these bullies in here, no, I ain't dealing with them. They support this stuff. They're just as bad. That's why I said anybody that has anything to do with that camera stuff and or Cooch E Cream, aka her name is Kelly too, but she doesn't have anything to do with it, yet they flock in
It's
here.
drop Mims. Or I mean, I sent it to your IG.
I don't mind talking to Mims if she's going to speak to me. I just want to know about the recording. I have a right to know. Whether you hate me or you don't hate me, I want to know. And the other party apparently isn't allowed to call. And I haven't even been over there at all or spoken to him. I never knew this kid has so much hate in him. The way that he spoke to Amzi and the way that I heard him, and then I hear that he has to ask his mom permission. Like, what the fuck is going on? He is 42 in March, and you guys are sitting there celebrating all this bullcrap because you have nothing better to do. I shouldn't even be on here having to talk about me and him.
Mims is not blocked. I sent Mims a link to her IG because she wanted to talk to Jen.
Okay, well, it seems like the same
Well, you know
thing.
what, Cooch, get in line. I mean, I'm kind of used to it by now. I don't know why you'd be
Cooch, I have
ripping me,
nothing to
but
say to you at
that
all.
whatever. I
You
mean,
and the
okay, do what you
stepmother
want,
and
Cooch.
Dixie and everything that you guys have said, I have it all recorded from this little old phone. That somebody, hey, Cooch, how did you get the text? Because I only handed out text to, I believe, well, I know I did Clark, but I told him to drop that because I wanted people to know why I went to the police station because Clint wasn't taking his medication. And I found out he was hanging out with Johnny Mack. Had I had known that Clint was talking to all these people, I wouldn't have called at all. Like I said, this is some very deep-seated behavior by him that I've never seen before. This is sickening. Even the stuff he said to Amzi. Like, I don't care whether anybody likes Amy or not. Like, why are you telling somebody that they're fat, Clint? Especially when Clint is the one who told me about the camera account. He did. So I know it's on the cloud thing. I didn't even know about that thing. He said that the person told him, like, I'm not going to keep going
Then
over this
just let
stuff.
Cooch come up, man. Just let
No,
her.
no, you're not coming up here.
As
So
long as
Alice
I
can
think, as
watch
long as
this
she's
and you can act a
respectful.
fool. No, Cooch, I'm telling you, I'm filing for a restraining order on you. And the cop told me to. And I'm putting my daughter's name on it. And
I don't
anybody
control what
affiliated with
Jen
this,
Daly does or says, guys. I just because she
nope.
does that and I have her up
She
here
offered
don't
me
mean
a
I support it.
platform.
So stop.
Yep, we'll see tomorrow. I'm taking my computer. I'm going to show all the stuff that was in my computer that was yanked out. And whether it's Clint's or not, it's not your guys' relationship. So shut up. This should have been worked out between Alice, Clint, and I, not Cooch, not freaking Siwa, the person that fakes everything. Like, Clint, why are you hanging out
Clint
with people like
stole
that?
her StreamYard, guys, so
Yes,
that's
he
why.
did. Somebody was in my computer because Clint knows every single bit of my information in his brain down to my social security number. So, yeah. And none of you affiliated with any of this, Cooch, or whoever got into my computer. My StreamYard, I have to take my whole channel down. It should not have come to this. And I text Clint and I said that. You're 42 years old. I never would have thought that I was going to have to go to court with him. I haven't went anywhere near him. So if they were looking to mess my whole life up, you guys succeeded. You did. I'm going into my computer right now and show you. Well, I can't show you, but I can go into it. This is how disgusting this is. Clint, you did not have the right to give my information to anybody to get into anything. That StreamYard, I was paying for that. It was like $40 or $50. So everything's out of here. Whoever got into my computer and best bet, he's going to have to tell me I have to destroy my channel. He didn't want me online. She didn't want me online. Now they're online and my life's gone to shit. And he's 42 and he can't make a phone call. Got it.
But to be fair, Michelle, we don't know both sides of the story, okay?
Oh, you guys know both sides of the story. And it's not your business anyway.
I mean, why don't you guys just ask questions instead of just making assumptions
Because
and
he's
being
not allowed to
mean?
make a phone call. He's 42 years old. And I did not think that his mom, who I have texts of saying, get offline, get offline. What are you doing up on the, like, Johnny Mac is the biggest freaking bully ever. This is not looking good. The point is I don't know any of you people personally. None of you. Well, a few of you that are decent, but most of you know. And if I am recorded in a situation where I did not give consent and somebody described everything to a T, and that said person who that morning we went and put we took like some phones. I told him to go ahead and suspend my iPhone account because I wasn't using it. So he wanted to save money. Cool, got it. Went to the doctor. The board games arrived. He gets them overnighted. I guess he does it through Amazon or something. That's how he does it. So obviously, you guys know more of what happened than I do. And this is the second time with the recordings. I told you guys multiple times that two people could testify. I'm not going to perjure myself on a stand. Are you crazy? So now it's going to have to come down to, and because Cooch and all of you, you guys are so sick. You literally pin two people against each other. And Clint, I'm not giving you any grace, but I will say this. I will say this about you. Well, no, I'm not going to say that because I would never know of you to do this kind of stuff. I shouldn't have to get on here, Clint, and talk about this. This is something me, your mom, and you should have talked about, not around these freaking bullies. And now you're friends with the bullies. The biggest bully, Johnny Mac. Sir, I am for sure telling you, I am serving you with a restraining order, sir. And every single one of the texts that you gave me to Angela, I give her permission to give them to somebody because I am tired of you. I have asked you to stop so many times. Michael, a grown man, called you, who's supposed to be a grown man, but you talk to women like shit. And then you became friends with Clint, and I kind of have a little idea about that, but I'm not going to talk about that online. All of you, even the ones involved, you have said nasty, disgusting things about this man. That's why I guess maybe I didn't think his mom would be involved in something like this because she does love him, but I don't know. Maybe there's a hatred about Clint that I didn't realize because I didn't even like the fact of how he spoke to Amy. That's horrible. So whoever this person was that he told me, the only thing he got worried about was the videos. Hey, Mims.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Well, I was pretty upset last night when you were trying to accuse me of having your StreamYard information on your IG Live.
I don't think that you have my StreamYard information. I know exactly who has it. The only thing that I got agitated with you about was you have to understand something. Clint went through my phone. He took out Vixie, all
Wait,
her
1 minute,
contact.
1 minute, Jen.
Mims, I am up
You
here.
sent,
You can hold on or you can get
no,
dropped.
you
Drop
sent
her,
those,
please.
no,
Drop
you
her,
sent
please.
those text messages to
You
Amanda,
are a
right?
grown ass woman. You know
Right?
that? You're a grown ass woman, and
Right?
I'm not going to sit
Right,
here
Jen?
and argue with you.
Jen,
Drop
let's
her,
let
And
her
you,
Mims.
just talk real quick.
Drop her.
I mean, we
go
could
ahead,
have
Jen.
like,
Bye,
Go ahead.
Mims. See, we could have had a
just
very
let her
good
talk.
conversation. There's
Go
a
ahead.
reason people have 3 restraining orders against you. There ain't a thing wrong with you, is there?
I think Mims that
Drop
I'm,
her
she's just
down, please.
confused and not. She's just trying to
No,
figure out
removing you.
who
Angela,
took
drop
her
her or I'm
information.
leaving. Bye.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm removing her.
Thank you. She's got 3 restraining orders, okay? She's the farthest thing from safe. All she does, I actually told you that she likes to do that little getting people's information stuff. That would be her. She's the head hag. That's how the hag thing got made. And now she has a channel and she just bullies the shit out of people.
Jen, Cooch is backstage, so
I'm not
if you guys
speaking to
can talk
her.
one
I
at
will
a
drop
time.
down. Cooch, listen, I hope you have proof. If you didn't have anything to do with any of this, and you don't have to worry about it,
Well,
but I'm not talking to you. I'll drop down. I am serving her. I am serving a lot of people from Ohio. Anybody, any of you that are associated with this situation and the video and the camera account, you're being served. And I don't want to talk to that woman. She's 52 and goes around bullying people. She's
okay,
disgusting
Mims
and I
wants to
don't
come.
want to talk to her.
Jen,
She's not safe and I'm not
listen, Mims
doing
wants
it.
to come back up. She said she'll let you talk first.
She's
Okay.
no, Mims, Mims, I can't with you. You're like 1 point blood pressure risen. I mean, honestly, Mims, you got really good. I liked how you made posters and stuff. That's what you should be doing. Not sitting and going after people every single day, Mims. Like you're a good mom, kids are great, and you just sit around bullying people. Mims, we ain't got nothing to talk about. I'm sorry. And you won't even hear me mention your name because honestly, Mims, you're just not a nice person. I'm sorry. And I don't have the breath to sit and talk about you every day. So I don't care to talk about any of them except for the people that are associated with the situation with Johnny Mac, who obviously says up here, new videos for Jen. Got it. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I came up here on Angela's platform, where most of you guys have shit talked her too. You have. You're only going to be nice to her because you're mad at me. I can handle this. You guys have been doing this stuff for 3 years. You're idiots. You're co-conspirators.
You don't need money to a restraining order.
Why do I need money? Restraining orders are free, number 1. And number 2, wouldn't you like to know how much money I have?
Thank you,
I ain't
Dominic. I
suffering.
appreciate your support.
Oh, Dom, how's he doing? He's always doing the most beautiful freaking whatever. I don't even want to bring up Dom, honestly. I would like to remember Dom from going in doing the Urban Dictionary stuff. That's it. I don't want to think bad about Dom. I ain't looking to argue with any of them. I don't think
I
Dom
mean,
has
I get
anything to
it,
do with
but
it.
if all I'm saying is if we're gonna say stuff like this, I feel like, other people are included in the conversation and they should have the
No,
right to.
not anybody has a right. You guys have had all the rights that you want to do all this mess. So now it's my turn to undo it and make sure that this doesn't happen to me. This doesn't affect my child because clearly Johnny Mac and all those idiots down to Cooch, you guys don't care. There should not be a stepmother that has 4 children plus mine coming to a community. You guys are
Chicago Muscle, I
weird.
don't know who that is.
Who unblocked who?
Whittles?
I don't
Or
even
what,
know who would see. Listen, I'm
I don't
sorry. When
know.
somebody has Jen's dirty mattress, or no, I did ask for a platform actually. So she knew she actually was going to mute out. So you don't get to tell me what to do. None of you do. You all are adults. You guys vote. You go in public. You live your life. You live your life and stay the fuck out of mine.
It's Panel, but Jen just asked if she could
Yes,
use
I
it
did.
because she said Clint took hers.
Yep. Well, I don't think it was Clint. Clint just gave out all my information. And he's smart with numbers. So he has my social
Yeah,
security number.
Chicago, can you take care of that or have Deadly do it? Because I'm on my cell phone and I don't know how to fix this.
Isn't this sad? All these grown women who have families and children and all of that stuff, and they don't get affected by cop calling or CPS or anything. They can't just be a decent person and say, hey, it's pretty bad that there's a recording out, whether I hate you or not. I wouldn't want that to happen to me
Lee,
or
she
anybody I care
explained, or
about.
I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. She explained that already. I don't know anything about
Yeah,
that
this isn't a press
situation.
conference. This is me having to talk about this because the other party seems to have been hanging out with a really bad crowd. I should have been able to speak with him. I haven't talked to him as he sits there and says, I'm so scared. No, he's not. And he also told Amzie, well, I didn't kick her out. I didn't kick her out. I just came back when she left. Not true. He was in a hotel. Stop lying on me, Clint.
Hi, Deadly.
I
Hey,
have
can you
never known him to be like this,
find
except
out
when he
who's
first got
deleting
down.
people?
Yeah, just delete him.
No, somebody's with the wrenches not doing the right thing. So
Yeah, that's pretty much how bad this has gotten, Angela. I told you. I told you about all of it. It's so disgusting that these people feel the need to do unlawful things like take a person's information that was given. Clint did not have that right to tell anybody any of my personal information like that. That is disgusting.
and I agree, guys. I'm not Jen, okay? I'm not,
Hell no,
I'm
you're not
speaking for
me.
myself. I
And
would
I'm
let
not
Clint
any of
come up
you.
to,
Thank God I'm not
yeah,
any of you. See, because here's the thing is even if I'm down in IG, when somebody tells you to leave them alone, you leave them alone. You don't have the right to tell somebody what they should be doing when all of you have your own checkered past. So worry about your own shit and stay out of mine. He's 41. You guys normally call him horrible names. So shut up. I'm not listening to you. And Daisy, I already know her, so I'm not even going to look at her bully. See? Sweaty already said, and the recording was at your townhome. Well, Sweaty's going to end up getting perjured because Sweaty is going to be subpoenaed.
so
And
then
it
that
wasn't
shows
at
that
my
that's true
townhome,
then,
it
guys,
was
that
at
there is a
Clint's
video out
apartment.
there.
How would I know that somebody has my personal information? Because the only other party that has my personal information would be Clinton,
I know, but I'm
unless
just
there's
saying
a
you were right
ghost
about the
going around
video.
that
And
got into my phone while I was there with him. He did
mhm.
not have the right to get into my phone. He did and take things out, deleting Vixie. Okay, Vixie doesn't have anything to do with this. Right, Clint?
Yeah, okay. I definitely agree. I would definitely let, if I was talking about somebody and they wanted to defend themselves, I would, whether I liked them or not, I would bring them up
Yeah,
to,
well, when he's not allowed
but
to make a phone call, that's pretty bad. He has a full-time job, a great job. He's a grown man. And I don't care whether his mother doesn't like me. Clearly, she doesn't. I never knew until I heard that she went up on that panel with all these bully people. I was like, what the hell? Because I agreed. We should have pulled. I mean, we should have both gotten offline sooner, but now they're back
if
on there.
Sweaty knows about this video that
Yep,
exists,
she
she
told me
needs
on the
to come
phone.
up and she needs to say something because that is assault. And I don't, that's not right. And if
No,
anybody has
Sweaty
watched
doesn't
this
have to
video,
come up here. Sweaty can be subpoenaed. And she knew that because I wrote her full name down and I told her, what you told me, you're going to have to speak to an officer. She said it was fine, that she would talk to the police, and that she said she would feel comfortable giving the police her address. She did not say anything about the townhome because when I walked into the townhome after Clint, like, left out
that's
of
the
the
second
blue,
person in chat that has said Terry Lynn has it. That's the second person. So
you
you
know
might
what,
want to talk to
Clint? You
Terry
shouldn't have
Lynn.
been doing recordings at all. Now, if I was actually like doing the stuff that you allege, which if I have to get Mike and Cadence to testify, I'll do that. You're not going to say that I laid hands on you when I did not. And you actually talked to another friend of mine that can be willing to testify, Clint, and you actually told her something. So who did what now? I don't know. See, normally I would be like really mad. It's just really sad.
She
Look at
showed
that.
all of her mods.
How does she get the video? Okay, so Sweaty's already lying if she said the townhouse because it wasn't that. Okay, fine, I'll describe everything to a T. She said that he walked down the hall and that he walked into the room, took the phone to verify that he was in the room. She said that, uh, so I know for a fact she's telling the truth because the blue blanket was a blanket that I don't hardly use. But I
They
remember I
just,
folded up my cream color blanket, so I let Sweaty
Sophie, you
navigate
didn't do anything.
everything.
He pulled all wrenches because somebody was deleting people that shouldn't have been deleted. That's
Why do
why
people care
I
whether they have
didn't.
a wrench or not? This is freaking YouTube, virtual land. Go out in your garage and grab a wrench if it makes you feel that important. I'm not trying to be mean, but you guys are immature as shit. Every single one of you people that I know personally, your life isn't all that great to be pointing fingers at me or Clint back when you hated him, which was what, a month ago? You guys are sick.
Thank you, Joe. You too.
Why are you on the internet? Well, why are you guys on the internet? What are you offering? Shit shows? Doxing people? Well, then she can explain it. Or I'm gonna, if he gets his phone yanked, either or, it's gonna be taken care of. But she's gonna be subpoenaed. And I hope she doesn't plan on perjuring because we talked. She described everything to a T. She said it was the most horrific thing that she had ever heard and that I was asleep. That's exactly what you said, Sweaty. They don't call me repeat for a reason. So you don't get to switch your whatever. Or I can speak to certain people about what you said about them if you would like, Sweaty. $3,000. Much? Danny Robertson, Terry Lynn, Sweaty. Don't act like we didn't speak. You gave me your full name. Don't lie on me. No wonder. Siwa. Siwa, Siwa, Siwa. All with Cooch. So I would just like to know where the video is. Since you guys are so obsessed with getting recordings of me, I've heard that he's done about 20 recordings. Is that it? There is no probable anything because I have two people that can testify to what happened when he allegedly didn't climb out of a damn window. He did. And you know what? When Michael did go over there, when he finally did see Clint, before Mike left, he looked at Clint and he said, "You know what? You really hurt her." And Clint looked at him and he said, and Michael can testify, he said, "What you did with those recordings, you know you could get in trouble about." What's he say? You? Okay. So who's lying here? Because I wasn't awake. So who's lying? I don't care if you people hate me. You don't pay my bills. You guys invest yourselves into getting into other people's lives because it makes you feel better about yourself. Because maybe somebody hurt you. Maybe you didn't, I don't know. And whatever personal challenge anybody has went through, even though you don't like me, I can be a better person and say, "I'm sorry you had to go through that." Other than that, go fuck yourself. If you guys
Yes.
can't do content, seriously, if you can't do content, because I can sit and talk about anything, popsicle sticks. And that's why you idiots come in, because you have to use people to commentate off of them, because you have no wit, intelligence, anything. And let me tell you guys something else. Unless you're a sheep or a cow and you get your ear tagged, who the hell gives you the right as a mod or as anybody? When you come into a creator's room, what gives you the right to tell somebody what they can and can't do or where they can and can't go? YouTube
Because
is
anyway,
polluted.
up to Jen, and she's just addressing you guys. This has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, leave her alone. I asked her to use the panel. I told her, and she said fine. And this is the second time I've asked her. As you idiots keep filing in, and I've told her how all of you are. I have not lied to Angela, not one time. We got in one argument, and I've explained to her as her life has started to unravel, and I've called it every time because I know how all of you are. All of you. I don't have 3 restraining orders against me. I don't. And Mims, I don't care if you have 3 against you, but if you're going to be mean to me, I'm not going to be nice to you. I'm just not. So stop talking about everybody else. So whoever's affiliated, other than who I know, with this camera account, I'm
I
filing.
don't know anything about any videos. I
don't care what the Angela.
I've
Don't.
had my own issues going on, and I just haven't been able to keep up with the stuff.
Angela, you don't owe them anything. They're just in here because they have nothing better to do than come in here and type
Who is
hatred.
being doxxed, Posh Peach? Who's being doxxed? Because obviously I would never allow for that.
I'm not doxing anybody, and you guys are so stupid after 3 years to the point that if somebody says Siwa Moon, I'm doxing her. I'm not doxing her. Her name is Kelly, and I didn't give her full name. So don't nitpick. I've been in this game long enough, in this bully show long enough. So shut up. I shouldn't even be on a platform. I should be speaking to the other family, not you idiots. Ooh, let's record somebody when they're asleep and have Clint do this. This happened 9 months ago. Except 9 months ago, I did. I was handsy. And I've apologized to Clint actually up until the night before. I've apologized to him about it. And I'll still
The
apologize
first
for
name
it.
is not a dox, by the way.
Angela, don't listen to them. You people call the police just to call. CPS just to call. How would you like that if somebody did that to you? But you guys don't care. That's why YouTube, at the end of all this bullying, nothing productive is going to come out of it. Now, there are some people that actually are going different ways,
When Jen is done
covering
talking,
crime.
I will let people come up and ask
I'm not
questions
speaking to
if they want
anybody.
to.
I don't want to talk to any of you, none of you. And I don't have to. I am 44 years old. I vote. I have children. And my life and my birth certificate doesn't have any of you on it. And most of you, I know how your life is, but I'm not as mean as you. So shut up. When I say you're not welcome, you're not welcome. Simple as that. And maybe if Clinton wouldn't have given out all my information, I may be unable to do a live on my own. But I can't do that. You can't give out people's personal information. You can't do it. I'm done. This was a waste of 3 years of my life with somebody that clearly has hate in his heart and wants to hang out with people like Johnny Mac and Cooch and stupid stuff like that. Hey, Muscle. I like who I like. I do. Muscle knows I spoke up for Maria. I don't care whether you guys like Maria or not. I hang out with whoever I want to hang out with. I'm grown, as you guys are, but don't act it. So I'm just letting you guys know, Angela, I'm going to wrap this up because these people are probably acting so atrocious. I'm
Okay.
going to give you guys some advice. When you get in a relationship with somebody, don't even give your social security number out to them. Lock your phones up, because clearly when you're in a relationship with somebody, you have to lock your phone up, because if you don't, then they can get into your phone and take out personal information. And that's bullshit. I have texts from my dad, my mother.
Anyone that has questions when Jen leaves is more than
No, this
welcome to
ain't no
come
damn
up.
press conference. No, Angela, you can stop with me and then you could go live. I don't want to be talked about. When I say I don't want to be talked about, don't talk about me. Period. You guys get your own lives. Tackle your own problems. This isn't entertainment. You want entertainment? You go watch a television show. This is getting dangerous. It's getting out of hand. Social security numbers being given out. This is stupid. And I know you don't like muscle, but at least I know what I know. I get what I get with him. He wants entertainment. You guys like to argue. There you go. But he doesn't like Maria. I like Maria. I don't hold it against whatever with him. But I've said it today and I'll say it on YouTube. I'm not going to drag anybody. I'm not. I will talk about, however, people that have been in my life that have been tied to two people that I deeply loved, that clearly have hatred in their heart. And you guys share that hatred, which is why you're in here talking the way that you do. I've been telling you guys, somebody is going to get hurt. And you people just keep doubling down and doubling down. And that is why I'm telling you, some of you should not even have phones the way that you act. I don't care what you think about me. I wouldn't even be up here had the other party had given me a damn phone call. This is ridiculous. This is not Anne Frank, hide the person out. He don't sound like he's upset. And now I understand why he acted like that. He tells Amzie, of all people, I have to go ask my mom to get on a platform with Cooch or Brittany or whatever with your voice boxes. Are you kidding me? Is this your guys' is this like Big Brother, like devil style? People are ignorant. You're hateful. You're nasty. And you sign for it. And that's why I won't address you. But this personal stuff going on right now, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, God, Phil. Phil, can't you like go back to your old self and get into an argument with Maria once a week for comedic value? At least that was fun back in the day. Now we're dealing with like doxing and people getting into computers and people dating for 3 years and you find out that person like hates your guts. This wasn't how it was 3 years ago. You people are getting cutthroat and nasty. I want the information about the video. Whoever's behind that stupid account up there with Clint. I don't know who's setting who up because I have not spoken to him. He's not even allowed to call anybody. That's how bad this has gotten. And this was an issue too. It isn't like I'm the only person that's had to deal with the recording. I'm sorry that 2 other people, they can't sit up here, but I will stand up for them because this was done to a person before. The whole house was wired up. Clint, Des, Mona. She was recorded too. And people know about it. And he's told other people. So this little, go Cincinnati.
Jen is just trying to get to the bottom of who has this video.
Oh, well,
And
yeah. I
it
mean,
bothers her. She calls me every day about it, really upset, and she feels
oh, no,
violated.
listen, this is something I didn't think personally until I actually heard him on the interview That was the first time. It wasn't even an interview. It was him on the phone asking for permission because Miss Alice did not want him to go online. His mother did not want him to go online. He texts that to Amy. And the other person, who I can't think about who it was, is calling his mother, begging to put him online for your guys' comedy. You guys are sick. And everything that his mom wanted me to do,
Of
I've been
course
doing it.
not. I wouldn't handle it that way, but I'm not Jen. I'm
No,
just
I'll
letting
handle it
Jen.
whatever way I want. You guys keep saying, oh, she doesn't do it. Yes, I am. Yes, I absolutely am. You heard my aunt. She'll be with me. She can testify too because she's met Clint before. You guys heard her. Every time you guys ask me for proof, I deliver it and you still bitch. Like I came out of your body. This is your entertainment. So you guys go online, do the most atrocious stuff, and then you sit down to dinner with your family. You got some nerve to sit in here and judge me. When the other party, you guys were calling him the R word, slow, saying he was on meth. You guys were disgusting. See, well, you were the worst. I'm going to help him. I'm going to help him. Does Miss Alice know about you, Siwa? Because she called you seaweed. That's what your nickname was from her. Because we would laugh about it. Seaweed. That's what she called you. Seaweed. And you, ma'am, oh my God, how many clips I have of what you've said to me, physically threatening me. Ooh. See, now when Jules does it, she doesn't do it as bad as what you guys do. At least she's a little comedic. And Jules, you are getting a little bit pissy. At least I know what to expect out of her. And I'm sticking up for her. And I never stick up for Jules. Ever. I didn't even know about the B filter. Oh, wait. Clint text Amy. Guess what? The B filter's gone. Clint, when did you get so interested in the internet? When we weren't even supposed to be on it. Oh, okay. Since you started hanging out with Johnny Mac and that. Because Johnny Mac verified that you hung out with him after I stopped talking to him. So who's lying now? I know. So we've got accounts like Jen's Filthy Mattress, um, Jen's Cervix, Clint's PP, Jules's Moldy Tampon. No, nobody's going to look at any of the screen names plus all the evidence and not think that anyone involved in this is a bully or has broken any laws. Not at all. It's totally legal to give out all my personal information so my computer can be gone in. You can drop that. Larsa, no offense, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but you know what got me in this mess to begin with? Telling my business. I could talk to whoever I want. This isn't the YouTube police. You guys hang out wherever you want to hang out. Oh, that's so sweet. I had a nice thing. She said, I hope that you're doing okay. I'm sorry this is happening. There are a lot more people that know that this is wrong that I'm friends with. I have been down in IG on my own account, 2,700 followers before I even knew the likes of anyone. My family, my best friend of 25 years, who could debunk a lot of stuff that you guys are accusing. Right, stepmom? You know Teresa, right? Oh, nobody's feeding me info, Queenie. You guys are so predictable. This time it took a little bit more thinking. But when I got the confirm for Coochie King, then I knew. That's why he took Vixie out. And Vixie went up there. She's like, I'm Clint's girlfriend. No, you were somebody that came into Facebook 3 years ago when Clint was actually happy listening to Genuine and shaking his booty. Not what he's doing right now. That isn't him. That is not how he acts. You guys are dumb. And you think that I'm not going to go and let them know the stuff and show proof of what the hell you said about him? You women have done nothing but offer up proof. And now you guys want to change the thing and say, oh, well, the recordings, blah, 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 blah. That's great. You don't live in my state. Well, some of you do. Some of you do. So shame on every single one of you. All of you. I have proof
I'm
of
here, guys.
stuff that Siwa has done to me as of even currently on Muscle's panel. Ain't nobody doxing Siwa's kids. Nobody cares. You guys are too hyper focused on everything else going on in somebody's life. So, Angela, thank you very much. There was probably more that I could have said, but because I am in therapy and only a few people know because I have the proof. And guess who was with me at the doctor's office on the 12th? Clint. So Clint would be able to know that my kidneys are completely junked out. And his mom, who used to get on me about kidneys and staying offline, is online. And I'm not allowed to speak to anybody. So this is really weird, creepy. And some people are enjoying a few things. So it's really gross. It's really gross.
Yeah, I don't know anything about these videos that Jen is
No, these
talking
people
about.
double down. They don't care. Unless they have a cop show up at their house or CPS for the third time, then they would know. But when you come in under a sock account talking about somebody's PP or cervix, you're nothing but a bully. And you don't like me. I bring comedy to you. I get it. I get it. I'm a funny gal. I used to argue and joke around with a lot of you guys up on panel. But 3 channels are probably roughly about 300 people, 200, 100 against me. And I'm not flipping out. Says a lot for me and my therapy. And it says a lot about all of you. You're disgusting. Children, teenagers, they get bullied. That's where the parent is supposed to step in. My daughter got bullied. I took her out of school. My other 2 kids graduated. The stepmother, she's been a problem for 15 years. And just because you guys hated me. Real cool. So anything that is missing out of my phone, I have it.
Will you be able to get these things back, you think? Whatever's missing off your phone? Is there any way to do that?
Oh, yeah, it was backed up. It's already
So
been
when are you
handled.
going to be able to get to retrieve this stuff? Because that would answer a lot of your questions.
Oh, I'll have it with me on Tuesday. Well, Monday and then Tuesday.
That might answer a lot of questions for
Do you
people.
think I'm going to walk in and file for something that I don't get? I filed twice, and the only reason that it didn't go through the second time was because I didn't show up. And then that's when I would have known that the stepmother was involved. So this stepmother hasn't been involved in this community where Siwa Moon said, and that stepmother said that she came here looking for me. So you verbally said that. And that's why you got served for a freaking 5-year protection order. So obviously she hasn't learned.
I just wish that all people would just kind of leave Jen
Get a
alone and
life.
stop.
Worry about their own families. Stop going after my kids when it's been told. That was the one rule that was supposed to stick with everybody, is not to affect other people's kids. And see, well, you need to stop saying anything about me doxing or talking about your kids. You're stupid.
Yeah, I talked to Jen about that Chicago Muscle. I'm not sure what Jen is going to do.
Well, Johnny Mac should probably just repeated his damn self. He started talking to me when he was in Florida. But Clint only Clint left everything for Johnny Mac. He just screenshot certain things. And then Vixie's account, she's gone. There's nothing in Vixie. So everybody that is like really, really affiliated with it, who told him what to take out of my phone. I don't even know why
All
that
I
would be
was,
legal to do that. I
this
didn't give
is,
him permission to go into my phone while I was asleep and take things out. I did not give him permission for that. I spoke to the landlord when I left. There is a complaint. That was the first complaint when we got here. Only 2 people would know about it. And yes, I can get it because she was sick and tired of both of us. Plus the the run report. Remember when D called Clint and the cop looked at you and said, you need to stop effing recording. And then we walked into the hallway. You apologized about Cadence being there, which Cadence didn't see it. She was inside. And then the very next day, theater phone, went to the freaking doctor. Something else. I don't know. Maybe that was recorded too. But I was awake, but I didn't consent to that if he did. But nothing would surprise me. He told me that this person was telling him to pump more videos, and more videos. The only 2 things that he tripped up on was one, I asked him who he sent them to because Terry Lynn was on the phone with me and kept screaming to Clint, what is the iCloud email? And Clint wouldn't give it up. He said there were,
wait a
I
sec.
think, that's why I don't get why you people lie. And Johnny Mac, you can
Chicago Muscle
explain.
wants to know if you are coming up on the show tonight because you are scheduled, and that those are pretty serious allegations that you made. So he needs to know.
I didn't make any allegations. Johnny Mac knows. I spoke to him about it that Sunday when we finished talking. He said that it was dispensary week because I asked him, why do you fly down and drive back? Simple as that. Fill in the rest of it. I told that boy, man, boy, whatever he is. And then even somebody asked him yesterday, like he doesn't stop. He thinks this stuff is funny. It's not funny. And then when you have a grown man call another grown man who's sitting there throwing a lighter at a table, taking his coffee cup, swinging it back and forth, talking vulgarities. Yeah, I think you need to be told legally to leave me alone because you don't stop. You're like 5 minutes away from me, bro.
Is he still harassing you at this point?
Yes. Well, if he does it live tonight, which he will because he doubles down. I mean, look at the freaking thumbnails. I've already taken screenshots of everything.
And I asked Jen about that. She said that she didn't sprinkle anything on it.
Hell no, that was a freaking
That would be
lie.
slander.
Lie, lie, lie. Slander. Unless Clint told him that. And I don't think Clint would tell him that because Clint knows I'm legal. I don't do any of that sprinkling of
I'm not
anything.
encouraging Jen to do anything. Okay, I'm just letting
No, Jen has
Jen
her
have a
own
voice.
mind. Jen should have done something a long time ago about this. Y'all are just trashing everybody. I don't care whether you like Maria or not. I've known Maria for 3 years, and whether I like her or I don't, I'm not going to sit up there and drag on her. But I can banter back and forth. That doesn't bother me.
Do you want
I
me
don't
to bring
care whether
Chicago
you
Muscle
guys
up?
like me or not. I care about who I care about, and that's it. And even when I unplugged, which was my choice, it was my choice. Even while Clint let you guys plow through my stuff with my information, that is not your business. None of you. That is my information that was given out, and not any of yours to take and do with what you wanted to. None of you. None of you. I shouldn't have to be up here. This should be dealt with between two families, not a Cooch, not a Siwa. How cutthroat and disgusting you guys are. And you have people. Oh, and you too, Star. We had one that he talked to from TikTok. He said that. Who would be advertising him on TikTok? Oh, Kelly. And then the other Kelly, which is Cooch, who has an address in Florida, which Clint told Amzie, Florida. But see, Cooch also lives in Ohio and says she visits. Okay. But you are a resident and you're getting served. Cooch, Kelly, 52-year-olds should know better, calling daycares on people, bullying John Yates every single day when you used to be his mod. You guys wouldn't be in here unless you knew about it or because you guys are who you are. So why don't you guys unplug while you're telling somebody else to do it? I'm not screaming and ranting, as you guys call it. I've been getting better. And I'll continue to get better, not by your guys' choice, by mine. Understood? So I've been hanging out down in my cuppos. Hi, Siwa. How
I
are
already
you?
told Jen to not do that, but a first name technically is not a dox.
Siwa, I think that
don't
you,
condone that
ma'am,
stuff.
need to shut your face because you're getting served too. Kelly, you haven't even explained to the
Jen,
whole
let's just call her
universe.
by her channel name because I do not condone doxing of
No,
any
because her name
sort.
is not being doxxed. Siwa, you do not have the right to walk around and act like you run everything. You were in a hospital and walked out as Siwa Moon Witch. So shut up. Nobody was coming to your channel anymore. Nobody was giving you super chats. So you got big mad because I interviewed Keaton, which I said sorry for. And now I don't feel bad because now I know exactly what you've been doing. And you, Kelly, are disgusting. And you should not be online. And now I understand why Brooke doesn't like you and many others. You don't get anybody in your channel anymore. That's why you're big mad. And you have wonderful followers. And
Let's
look at
just
what you're
stick
doing
to
now.
what you wanted to come up here for about
Siwa
that
can
wanting
go
to.
crybaby about it on her TikTok or go in.
Well,
What are you going to do?
Jen,
Go do your camera thing? Siwa,
Jen.
shut up. Why are you in here? Why are you in here?
Well, she has a right to be in here because you are speaking about her. I'm not sticking up for her. I'm just saying. But let's please be nice and respectful. That includes the panel.
Siwa. Siwa. We've known each other for a long time. Remember when you used to drive? Back when you were a little sap? Look at you now. God, how you flourished. What a wonderful, upstanding woman you are to judge other people when you are squawking for 11 hours straight. Worry about your own child and your family. You messed up, ma'am. You don't have the right to do the things that you do to other people. Why don't you do some content? Oh, wait, your content is everybody else. You're a brat. That's what you are, Siwa. You're a brat.
Yes, let's please not talk about anyone's kids, especially Siwa's.
Oh,
If
she
she's
didn't mind
asking, I'm
following
going to be
mine.
respectful of that.
No, thank you, Siwa. I don't think so. I have nothing bad to say about your kids. Your kids are absolutely amazing. All the kids, all of everybody's kids, I have no issues with. It's you, Siwa, Kelly, whatever. Siwa, we'll call you Siwa. Where'd you get that name?
So okay.
Listen, Siwa's big mad. She's responding because she always does. When I was over on Muscles panel, she comes coming up on her little broomstick and she goes,
Well, no,
"Wake
I do the
up."
same thing. If someone's talking about me, I will absolutely show up and defend myself.
Well, Siwa will
So,
take it to a panel or she'll go down there because she has
well, and that's
absolutely
her right to do
nothing
that. Just like
to
it's
do,
your right to speak your mind, you know?
which was
It's
why I asked
everybody's
you.
right to do that.
I
Right.
bet this room is packed, isn't it? So many bullies there are in here. No, there isn't a bully problem,
I
is
think
there?
people just want answers, Jen. You know, they're
No,
confused.
I don't care what they are. I didn't have to come up here on this platform. This should have been discussed between him, his mom, or I, not any of you. My life is not your guys' tea. That's what I had to learn. So while you guys tell me what I need to do to get better in my life, why don't you guys take your own advice? You're hypocrites, you're bullies, you do underhanded, illegal things, and everybody associated with that camera account, it's going to come out. And I legally have the right to serve people, and I am. Because not only have you hurt me, you've hurt my child. Anything else, ladies and gentlemen? Does anybody want to come forward and let me know?
I feel like we should let people come up and ask you
No,
a
I
question
don't
or
want to
two.
talk to anybody online so they can come up and be vulgar and be disgusting and be horrible. No. Ooh, you're writing in caps. See, well, you could get Angela in trouble. You're supposed to be respectful on somebody else's platform, Siwa. Are you getting big mad? Why don't you go back down and meet with your people? I don't think she supports SoFlo. I don't really know him, but he was not very nice to me. So no, I don't. I guess I don't support him. I don't know him, but no, he's not very nice for putting out her info like that, in my opinion.
Or
But
anyone's info. It's not just mine, it's everyone's. He's not nice at all.
I know that because I tried to go up there and I ended up getting into it with Jules. See, you can't tell your truth. When people come up, they speak over you and they yell, like a Siwa when she came up on Mr. Muscle's panel. She yells because she doesn't want the truth to come out. What's bullshit? That I don't support SoFlo? I don't support SoFlo. Hating Maria? No, I don't hate Maria, Mr. Muscle. But you have friends that I don't like. But I'm not mad at you because of it. I'm not. I'm sorry. I've been doxxed 50 million times, down to my computer and everything gone through. I didn't know Clint was hanging out with people like that.
See, well, I would be
Yeah,
very,
absolutely,
I'd
Siwa.
be
How would
beyond
you
pissed. I would
feel?
be irate and everybody
Yeah.
would know about it. You had
You're
every
right,
right to be
Siwa.
upset.
Yep, you're right. And Siwa, have you reached out to other people?
Nobody should be doing that. That's nasty.
What are you? Let's hold on. Siwa, haven't a lot of people told you that all that stuff you're doing on TikTok about Clint, that you're making a profit off of that? So I'm gonna tell you what, Siwa. Why don't you take your big nose and go put it in your own business, fix your own life before you go after other people? You're only in here reacting because you, ma'am,
I'm not
got caught.
brainwashed. I think for myself.
See,
I
look how
don't agree with whatever Jen does, and I tell her that, but
no, she doesn't
I'm
have
my
to.
own person.
That's
I
what
am
she
nothing
did
like that
to
Clint
M
Jen.
and my kids. Well, see, well, if you have a problem with that, you're more than welcome to go down to the courthouse and we could deal with this. That's fine. Yes, I did do the interview. I absolutely did. And then you can explain why you have taken it upon yourself to do certain things that you've done.
You know, can this community just stop being toxic? It's annoying. I have a
What do you mean
headache.
shit's
It's
on?
really annoying. This shit is so
Mr.
annoying.
Bustle, let's not be like that. Just because you don't like Maria and I like Maria, now shit's on. It's whatever. I'm not going to drag you. But I'm sorry. I can't do this following in a line thing. I've done this before. And you know what? It didn't make me any better. I unplugged my own channel. I didn't ask for Clint to give out my information to shut down everything. And Clint, there were things on there, my documents that were under my name, wiped clean. Mr. Muscle, you should not be like that. That is very not cool. You're friends with Johnny Mac, and Johnny Mac is the devil. He is. Ever since he's come to this community, do you know how many women? I'm sorry, Mr. Muscle, but come on now. Do you see his thumbnails or what is it called? Thumbnails? Putting pictures of me?
Yes.
Damn. But I mean, Mr. Muscle, if you're mad at me because I don't hate Maria, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I genuinely am.
There's a reason why Chicago Muscle does things that he does. I will say that. So don't
Hey,
assume anything.
listen, I'm not assuming anything. What I'm being very respectful to him, as I always have been. And Dudley, who's also a nice person too. I will speak to anybody that's being respectful to me. And I even told him yesterday when I spoke to him, because he had to get off real quick because there was an emergency. I'm not going to be chastised for who I'm friends with. I'm not.
I don't
sorry.
drag anybody. I'm going to be talking about the issues that I've noticed
Yep.
in the community involving this person. I'm not going on here to drag anyone
I'm not
or
going
to
to drag
dox anyone
Mr.
or anything like
Muscle
that.
or
But I
anything
have a
like
few
that.
issues with the things
I
she
don't have the
does.
energy to. I'm not going to. I've been very respectful. I've been very honest with him. I understand. Okay, sir. You are more than welcome to. I've been doxxed 950 million times. I'm sorry that you feel that way. And maybe I now understand why certain people feel the way that they do. I've been very, very respectful to you. And I don't know all of your friends. I don't. You're right. I don't. But you know what? Even if I didn't like them, I wouldn't say negative things about you. So because I like Maria, you're saying negative things about me. I thought when we first talked that we I thought we had a decent conversation. I haven't lied to you at all. How would I know about the biceps thing? Johnny Mac, you, sir, are a problem. Our group, because this isn't a community. It's not. I told Mr. Muscle that. It's just a bunch of channels throwing insults and doxing each other and being disgusting. But it became really bad when I wouldn't even call him a man. You have some nerve, sir, with the charges that you have to sit there and go after people. I don't like you, Johnny Mac, not one bit. And when a grown man calls your phone and says to stop it 3 times, and then you go on and slander the shit out of me, plus the other stuff with Clint. I've asked you nicely, Johnny Mac, John, and you have lied on a lot of people. You've said a lot of things, sir, about a lot of people that are in there supporting you. And you talk the worst about Muscle. Angela, thank you for letting me get on here. I'm sorry.
You're
I told
welcome.
you they were going to plow in. That's how they are.
Yeah, I mean, I know that's going to happen. And I just want to make it
I'm
clear that,
sorry. And like, I like who I like. I'm not going to
and
file.
everybody's entitled to that.
Yeah.
And I just want everyone to know that I don't always agree with Jen's execution of things, but I'm not going to be held accountable for what she does.
I've never lied to Angela, not a day in my life. Ask her.
No, I mean, so far that I know she hasn't.
No, not so
But
far. I haven't lied to you. I'm not lying to you. Mac helped me with some things, so it's being friends. I don't know what he helped you with, but he certainly doesn't like you very much. But that's fine. If you want to be friends with him, that's fine. I'm not going to say anything, whatever. Mr. Muscle, see, you're friends with him. I get that. That's cool. I'm not friends with him. I don't know this kid. And this kid has like literally than a tornado, and he doesn't know how
I'm
to
not
shut his
trusting
hands or
anyone
feel it.
on this internet. I think a lot of people play games and just there's a lot of
Games,
dishonest people. I'm not saying
games.
I'm saying in general.
These
I'm saying
women
in
come in swarms, swarms against one person.
yeah, I know, Brittany.
Oh, Britters, you don't want me to get into your past history. I think you need to be quiet, ma'am. I think you've gotten yourself involved in a little bit too many things. I told Muscle to stay away from you. Wouldn't he like to know what you're wrapped up into, Britters? So if I were you, I would be quiet. You and I know each other personally, Brittany. So you're a backstabber. You're all up in everybody's business. You lie. I bet Chicago Muscle has no idea what you've been doing. But Brittany, I don't care.
See, well, I will take care of that, okay? Don't worry about it.
You don't need to take care of anything. If Siwa's got a problem, if she
It-
thinks I've done something, then go follow me. But if you don't have
I'm
anything to do with what's going on with Clint, then shut your face. Simple as that.
Brittany wants to talk to you.
I don't have anything to say to Brittany at all, unless Brittany wants to freaking give me some information. But other than that, nah, I ain't got anything else to say.
She said, "Say it, Jen."
Brittany, why don't you unplug for like a second? I think ever since that shit happened with Code, you've been very, very bitter because I do have some text messages if you would like for me to hand them out. But I'm not going to do that, Britters. I've known you too long. I just hope you didn't have anything to do with any of this, Brittany. That would really suck. Because didn't Johnny Mac make a comment about you doing something with a guy at a smoke shop and what you caught? See, that's the kind of person Johnny Mac is. He'll tell all your business. And if he doesn't have the business, he'll just make it up. Hey, Clint, go take a picture of a broken down car and I'll put it on my thumbnail. Yeah, got it. You're real, real reliable, sir. Very, very honest. I asked you to leave me alone 3 times and then I found out how far you
Hey,
were.
Jen, Chicago Muscle is right. Brittany wants to come up to defend herself, and he wants
All I
me to
asked
drop the
for,
link.
Mr. Muscle, was a platform to reach out because I wasn't able to get into my StreamYard because my computer's been plowed through. So, Angela, thank you. I'm sorry
Hold
that
on, Jen.
I'm not.
I'm gonna let Brittany come up. Okay.
No, me
Hold
and
on.
Brittany, no, I have nothing to speak to Brittany about at all. I'm tired of her. She lies.
She's
Oh,
on
and
my
Britters, I know
StreamYard.
about you calling, writing, Terry time. I know about that. Saying that I told you to record. No, I didn't. You did.
So what have I been doing, Jen? What have I been doing?
Everything and anything,
Oh,
Britters.
really? 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 Well, can you name some, please?
Okay, let's start with the first one.
Okay.
Okay, shut your mouth and let me say it.
Guys, just no fighting,
My
please.
mouth is quiet, my
For
dear.
once in your life.
Really, Jen?
Hey, we were friends
Really,
like
Jen?
2 days ago. Remember when
Jen, I
Angela
wasn't your
wanted to?
friend.
Hey,
I wasn't your friend, honey.
then what were you doing on the phone with me and Angela?
I
Honey,
was doing what I was told to do, and that's all you need to know.
well, that's your problem.
Well, no, it's not.
No, it is.
What does that mean, Brittany? Do what you're asked to
Yeah,
do.
what'd you
I'm
do?
confused.
Did you turn on another person, Britters?
No, I didn't. And Angela, it's
Mhm.
not about you. Don't worry, honey.
Honey. She spells it with a U and 2 N's.
And
Brittany, what?
that's how you spell honey when you're calling
No,
someone honey. It's like
no.
hun. You don't spell it
Angela,
honey as
I'm going to
in
go
the
ahead
food you
here and get
eat,
off. They
you
don't
Well,
call
dumb
hold on,
her.
Jen.
redneck.
I think with you and Britters, we need to get this straightened
No,
out, though, because
they call her
No,
Bites
because
and Britters
Jen,
because
you
she's
she's
are
here to
very
a
give you
bitter.
liar.
answers.
Jen,
Angela, I'm going to
you're
hop
a
off here.
liar and you're triggered
Okay.
now because I
Do I
can call
sound
you out
triggered?
on your lies.
No, you can't, Brittany.
Yes, I can.
So how'd the Smith shop thing
Did
go?
you get into her computer, Britters?
What?
She thinks
Hey,
you
Britters.
might have
I
gotten.
have been with my fucking children all weekend, not even
Oh, yeah,
online
you
except for
really
in
sound like
chat.
a mom that's been chilling with her kids. So what'd you do to Lindsay's computer? What'd you do to
I
her?
didn't do anything to Lindsay's computer,
Yeah, you
you
did. You
dumb
changed
bitch.
the password and you fucking locked her out
Yeah,
of her own
because
thing.
Lindsay gave me her
Oh,
password,
so
and that
you're
was 4
admitting that
years
you did it
ago,
now.
Jen.
Okay.
Jen,
Angela,
you
I'm
are
gonna
the
check out.
most psychotic
Britters.
person. You
Okay,
need a
Britters.
5150.
Yep.
It's a good thing Clint left you because
Yeah,
your
I know.
pussy smells like fish,
Mm-hmm.
and you
That's not gonna
like
look
to
good
go
on Clint.
around and try to fuck with people's friends, just
Mm-hmm.
like you're trying to fuck with Angela's head,
Mm-hmm.
like you've
Yes,
done in the
Britters.
past, Jen.
Yep.
Because this is what you do, Jen.
Yep.
You do this to
You do
people.
realize that
You
you
drive
slandered me
people
by
away.
saying that my
No, no,
vagina
no, no,
smelled
no,
like
no,
fish.
no, no, no,
Didn't
no,
you do
no,
a
crazy
smoke shop
bitch.
guy?
You got
Okay.
your words in first.
Angela,
You can
I'm gonna
stop.
check
This
down.
has been the Jen Show.
Britters.
This is the Jen Show,
Britters.
everybody.
Come on,
Welcome.
guys.
Britters.
Everyone's KK's
I just
camera.
don't want to be
You're
called
Okay.
fat
KK's
socks.
camera.
Angela,
I'm KK's camera. Angela's
no, you're
KK's
crazy.
camera.
Brittany,
Muscle's KK's camera. Who else is
I
KK's
don't even know
camera?
how to do this kind of stuff, so it
Britters,
definitely
if you
isn't
have
me.
nothing to do with it, then shut your fucking mouth. It's
No,
very simple.
bitch. How about you shut your fucking crazy ass mouth?
Okay, Britters. You sound a
Jen,
little
All right.
crazy.
you are not far away from me, and it will
And
not take me long to drive there, but 10 hours,
hey,
bitch. So
get it
keep
gassed
running your
up.
mouth.
Don't promise me a
Keep
good time.
running your mouth. Your townhouse
Gas up
ain't
that
far.
car.
Your
All right.
townhouse ain't
We're not.
far.
Okay, this
Come
isn't
on,
going anywhere,
physical threat.
guys.
Gas up. Gas up and come.
Gas up and come because
Okay.
you like to
Okay.
dox
Gas up and come.
children. You like to interview
Hey,
people who beat their
hey,
exes.
Britters,
You like
gas up.
to run back and forth between
Gas up.
Amzie and then
Gas
call
up.
and say her mom died.
Gas
Jen,
up.
you are the reason for all
Gas
your
up.
issues. I would
Gas
gas
up.
up, Jen, but guess what? I don't want to come to your bug-riddled apartment.
Okay, Britters.
Remember when your mom said your apartment was filled with bugs? Remember
Shiloh,
that
nobody
My
shit?
mother
grooms me.
never
Do you
Let's
said
get
that.
that
remember
You're
straight.
that
I
shit?
think
disgusting.
for
Do you
myself.
remember
Angela, I'm
mommy?
hopping off.
Do
I
you
asked
remember
not to
mommy,
deal with
Jen?
this kind of stuff. She's
Oh,
talking
poor
about my dead mother.
mommy. Clint's
Okay,
mommy,
Britters.
my mommy.
Bye,
Okay,
Britters.
I've got a headache. Okay, so sorry guys. Stop saying these things. I don't. Jen is not grooming me. I think for myself. Nobody's getting in my head. I'm just trying to be a friend for her because everybody's attacking her, and I get she's done horrible things, and I'm not saying that she hasn't, but I think for myself, and she just asked if she could come up here and talk, and I don't agree with anybody doxing anyone or involving someone's kids, any of that stuff. So don't put me in that same category. I definitely think for myself, and I'm sure, as you guys all know, I'm not afraid to speak out against something that I feel is wrong, and I will continue to do so. So with that said, you guys have a great night, okay? Bye.